My name's Jonathan Brown Menzies. You may be asking yourself if you can clean your hats in the washer machine. Well, the answer is yes, and I'm going to show you how. First thing you want to do is get some stain remover. This is the Great Value brand from Walmart. Take this old Tommy Bahama hat, for example. Still in good condition, nothing wrong with it, but the main colors are white and light blue. Obviously dirt, grime, sweat stains, it's all going to show. Particularly right here on the headband, you can see it's dirt. On the back, that white turned into a yellow. So I'll show you what we're going to do. Take the stain remover, any spot that's dirty, just douse it. Spray it down, the brim, front, everywhere. Anywhere where it's dirty. Particularly the back, this mesh area. Get in there. And we're just going to throw it in the bottom. Here's another nice hat, CNC California. Still looks great, but getting a little grimy on the inside here. Spray that down. I get a little spray in the front for good measure. Well, Kosovo hat here. Same thing. Boom, 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 boom. Old South Beach hat looks great. You can tell there's some sweat stains here. Ba-bam! This old Adidas hat, got a lot of use out of this. You can see the sweat stains kind of popping through. It's black, so it's not that noticeable, but I can still notice it. So I'm just gonna spray it down, get it on the inside too. Toss it in there. Old Kangol hat, probably a 20-year-old hat. Gonna keep this guy looking great. 20 more years, hopefully. The inside, another old school Kangol hat. Ba-bam! Down the hatch you go. My boy Jay Peterman, seen better days, but gonna try to bring him back to his former glory. Blah. All right, got the hats in the washer. Gonna let it stew in there for like 5 or 10 minutes. Let that stain remover sink in and really do its job. Next thing I'm gonna do is just use a little touch of detergent for good measure. You don't need a lot. Obviously, it's nowhere close to a full load. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Just gonna put it on the side there. Yeah, there we go. Enough to freshen it up. Now, before we get started with the wash, I want to tell you my style. I'm casual. I like the rumpled look. I don't need my hats to look perfect. I don't need them to maintain the like-new shape. If you want that, they do have those hat cages you can buy. Put them in the dishwasher. But for me, this is just easier. Close her up. This is very important. You want to put it on delicate. It's only a hat after all. It is fragile. If it gets tossed around there too much, it's going to start to break apart. The other thing, you want it on cold. You don't want to expose your hat to that high heat, especially if it's a graphic hat. It can really mess it up. And if you wash it on hot, sometimes it can have the opposite effect that you want, setting those stains in further, and you're never going to get them out. So keep it on cold, keep it on delicate. Water level, you guys saw that. Medium's gonna be good. All right, let's wash these hats. Okay guys, wash is finished. Without further ado, let's check it out. Got the CNC Cali here. Was dirty, looks a lot better than it was before. Look at that, beautiful. Now, like I said before, I don't mind the rumpled look, but this is what you want to do to keep the shape of your hat. Get something like this, put it over it. It's gonna keep the shape when it dries. Obviously, you never want to put your hats in the dryer. That's just gonna tear it apart, the bouncing around. Let's see, the old Jay Peterman came out a lot better than it was before. I had some dirt spots up here. This is the weakest link where you get the sweat stains. Looks a heck of a lot better. And another thing you can do is use this, kind of like bunch it up, put it in the bottom of the hat like that, so it's going to maintain its shape when it dries. But for me, I don't really care about that stuff. I'm just going to let them air dry as is. I'll break them in as I go. South Beach hat. That looks a lot better than it did. And if you stay on top of this, guys, do it on a semi-regular basis, you're gonna keep your hats looking fresh, give them a much longer lifespan than they'd otherwise have. Look at this, hat looks good. Some of these hats that I'm washing now, these are like 20-year-old plus hats. Now you can see this one here. A lot of the stains out. Still a couple in there. It's all right. Better than it was, and the price was right. This is a vintage old school Kangol. Looks good as new. Look at that. Now the old Tommy Bahama. I'm not gonna lie, this could have come out better. Was a little dirt on there. That came off pretty good. Dirt on the bottom. Looks a lot better than it did. Still not flawless. Maybe I'll do it again. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Get out of there. For an old school hat, maybe get another few lives out of this thing instead of just tossing it in the trash. And one more example here. Got the old Kosovo hat. Oh, looks like maybe part of a tag came off. That's what that paper is. Looks good. Nice vibrant color. Now this is at least a 15-year-old hat too. Cleaned it up nice down here. So I'm gonna let all these dry. Guys, what did you think of this video? Do you have any tips to offer when it comes to washing your hats? Have you ever washed them in the washer machine? Anything I should do differently? Anything you'd recommend? Now from time to time I also put them in the dishwasher. I'm gonna make a video about that too in the future, so stay tuned. Guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button right now. If you really liked it, join the Menzies Revolution and subscribe. Until next time, Jonathan Brown Menzies, washing hats in the washing machine, signing off.